get ready to go live. Yes, okay. I'm live on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I'm here with my friends on TikTok. I want to be a voice for the prisoners. Okay. Now, in my heart, I said, people try to do the right thing. We got loved ones that are behind bars, but they're behind bars for the right reason. Okay. The crime that they have committed to get them behind bars was due because they had the lack of. They had the lack of. And I would do it myself rather than see my family go hungry. And they sit there alone. And for those of us, if it doesn't fit, don't wear it and don't get offended by it. But if you can recognize it, you can identify it. See, when they're out there and the money coming in, you helping long, living large. Then when they go into jail, you label them as criminals. See, everybody behind jail is not a criminal. The act that they did was a crime, but they're not criminals. Why are we treating them like they're last on the totem pole? Why are we doing that? When their heart was in the right place. I'm not talking about somebody just to do it to look fabulous and have this and have that, and they're feeding people poison. I'm not talking about them. This foot doesn't fit them. But I'm talking about the men out there that were hurting because they wasn't able, didn't have work or whatever. They had to turn to something. Standing out on the street all day long, trying to make a buck to bring home food for his family or her family. And when they get locked up, come on, Cat, we forget about them. We don't write them. We don't visit. We don't share in their commissary. But they were taking care. You don't even let the kids visit them. You go on to somebody else. They're already broken. They need the spirit of life back. And this is to all you guys that are locked up. I want you to know I love you. I feel for you. And this thing that you're going through, do not feel bad about it. Because you did the right thing the only way you knew how. And you're wearing a badge of honor sitting in that goddamn motherfucking cell. So wear that badge proudly because your heart was in the right place. The love for your family was in the right place. The need for your family was in the right place. This isn't for all of them, but this is for the many that are locked up because they loved you. They have disgraced not disgrace. It's not disgrace. Anytime you do something like this out of your heart, you're a hero, prisoner. You're a hero. And you should be recognized for that because you are separate from the other criminals up in there. But you're all boxed into the same category. And they got no hope but through y'all. Because we've abandoned them. Telling me to swipe. We've abandoned them. But once you realize something, you don't keep letting it happen. You just pick up and start, if it's in you to change and recognize and hold somebody's hand that's in there and say, look, I appreciate what you've done. You did it because you had to do it. Now I want to be there for you. I'm going to be here for you. Write them letters. Send them pictures. Come on now. They're family. They're human beings. I am evolving, y'all. I told you the Spirit of God is working in me in so many ways. It just hit me that probably what you described a minute ago about being a whiner and going through what you're going through. I started feeling something for the incarcerated. And I said, I can't imagine somebody sitting behind bars and suffering the way I did. in a way, they're still suffering that way because they feel nobody else cares. And they were doing the right thing. They were trying to feed their family and pay the bills, not getting paid enough. And I'm sorry. Some of us whining women push them out to do this because they don't have and we struggle. Come on, if the shoe fits, fucking wear it. But change. Nobody's condemning you. Nobody's blaming you. Once you recognize a fault within yourself and you be honest with yourself and love yourself, first thing, you gotta love who you are. Be willing to change. God changes you. You don't have to change. All you got to do is recognize the bad, what do they call it, character defects that you have. See, if you're quick to anger, then that's a character defect. If you argue a lot, that's a character defect. If you're whining a lot, that's a character defect. If you're begging for attention, that's a character defect. See, we don't know that we have these character defects in us. Why whine when somebody ain't giving you something when you have the ability to do it for yourself? Fuck giving me a bath. Shit, I can get in here and do my own motherfucking candles and lay there. Oh, basket it. I need some flowers. I used to say this for years. I need some flowers. Go ahead and call a florist and say you want something delivered to you in a couple of weeks. You'll forget all about it. Next thing somebody's knocking on your door and there's some flowers. And it's from Beverly to Beverly. I love you and I appreciate you. You don't need nobody to do that for you. God damn it, motherfuckers, do it for yourselves. Do it for yourselves. If you love yourself, do it for yourself. Because once you start loving yourself, you can love others. You can't love nobody if you're not in love with yourself. Because you're a whiner to them. You're trying to make them give you the attention and the adornment that you lack within yourself, and you're draining people from it. Recognize it. Don't beat yourself up for it. If the shoe fits, wear it. And you say, no, I love honest criticism because I could possibly be doing this, and it could be possibly affecting my relationship. So I need to put myself in check because I love my people and I love my family. See, we always want everybody. That's a crime, y'all. So I want this Democratic state, the ones that plead and get your votes, to answer for why they're allowing this to happen. So the movement is called Rescue. Hey, welcome back, you two. I got disconnected, but I'm back again. And the last message I had before we got cut is to consider those men and women behind bars that tried to take care of you and got locked up for it. They need your support. I'm the voice for them and I'm speaking for them. It's because I've gone through what I've gone through. I have compassion for everybody. Anything that you're going through, I've gone through it. God has delivered it from me. So when I say I'm a voice for people, I'm a voice for these men because they're sitting in their cells and they're alone. I've been there for child support. I've been there. Okay? It's not easy. It's not easy. And the fact that they were trying to do this for you so that you can get bread and fed. You've moved on and you've forgotten them. Put yourself in their shoes. My mother always said, never judge a person until you walked a mile in their shoes. And we have judged them so much, we have judged them wrong because their heart was in the right place. I feel for you prisoners out there. I really do. I really do. My heart is with you for what you tried to do. But where you are, you don't look at it being a bad place. You see it as a badge of honor. And you turn that depression and that thing around and you stand in that cell and you stand strong because you are a man or a woman that did what you needed to do to make sure your family got clothes, fed, and had shelter. You are a hero to me. Prisoner, incarcerated. They can incarcerate you, your physical, but they can't do your mind. Get out that bars and those cages that they got you sitting in. Pat yourself on the back for being honorable. I love you. Love that fight and that courage and that eagerness to do for your family. If nobody else appreciates you, I do. I appreciate the fuck out of you. All right, now let me get back to this crusade of mine. Thank you, Lord. I've got the power of joy up in me. The power of standing strong, calling shit like it is. Not to hurt anybody's feelings. Hey, this is just entertainment. Remember, I forgot to say that. So let me entertain you. But I'm talking to two cameras, so if I look funny on YouTube and TikTok, I'm going to switch it because I'm talking to two different Beveleys here. Okay. And I thank you all for joining me on TikTok. This is the movement, Justice for Beverly McLeod. And I'm asking y'all to write to the senators and everything, because the stronger I get, I believe that I've been put here to answer a lot of people's prayers and put shit out there on the forum so that we can come together as a loving people and recognizing our struggle. But that struggle is gone. The struggle right now is to have the face of joy and peace within your heart, because you've been delivered already and you don't even fucking know it. But that's good, because it's a journey that you got to take to get to where I am. And it's a beautiful journey, because every badge and every scar and every pain you felt is your badge of honor. Every scar that you got and you walk away is your badge of honor. You look at that and you say, damn, I survived this. I went through some shit and feeling it, but you know what? I'm grateful to God. See, we don't give him grace and we don't give him glory, because he got you through that. You men that are incarcerated, if you can get this message and you got loved ones to share it to you. Those of you that know that needs to get this message. There's a lot of pretenders up in there too. And they did it because of the wrong reasons. And they slipped up in the system too. Okay. We can't turn our backs on them. We can't turn our backs on them. They're already locked away. We need to show them support. Recognize that they're in there. We do some kind of solidarity within ourselves. We don't need the government to give us a holiday. We make our own. We make our own to these men in prison and honor them every day of 1 month. And say, I wish you were here, but you're here in spirit, because we got you and we're carrying you here in our spirit. Invite them in. Invite them into your space. They need it. Okay. This is I am about love. I'm doing my God. I'm doing my work of my Father, y'all. I'm doing it. And I'm myself. And I look at myself and I say, wow. Look at you, Beverly. I'm looking at myself right now. I say, damn, girl. Damn. You done made it through this. I can't do nothing but smile and look and have joy in my heart. You know, the battle is still going on, but I won the war already. I've been delivered. They've been a sunken ship, because now they took my toes from me from this abuse. That's a star. And I'm wearing. How many people get limbs cut off and it's in the mood that I'm in? How many people get something cut off and can sit here and be in the mood that I'm in? I was like this the whole time in the hospital. Everybody wanted to know how I was feeling. I said, you know, the pain that I was in every day. Holly being a walk. I'm walking around, ow, 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 ow. I said, now I'm only in pain when the pain medicine wears off. Other than that, my body is free. I'm not missing something that was keeping me in prison and lacking me and limiting me to going to the store, limiting me to, hi, Anthony, and limiting to me other things that I could have been doing recreationally. Yeah, they're going to give me a special shoe and thing, and they said I will be able to walk. That's a blessing. Thank you, God. Why ain't y'all thanking him for the sickness going on in your life? It's not because we don't appreciate him. It's just that we forget to recognize him every day in our lives. Thanking him for everything. Oh, Lord, you got me through this. I thank you. I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. When you do this, blessings are going to pour on you so fast. You ain't going to be able to contain them. And the joy that you feel within your heart, knowing that your Father's in control. Oh my God, that you don't have to worry no more. Look at me. If you're going through any kind of oppression, look at me. Look at me. This is not possible through human strength. I'm not here because of human strength or because of my own doing. I can give myself no credit. The only credit that I can give myself is that I stayed with it. I was willing to put myself out there to go through this to free others. Because somebody's prayers had to be answered. When these prayers go up, somebody has to pick up that load and carry it. For all the unspeaking voices that wanted to do this but gave up and didn't have enough strength to carry it through, because every door that I went through closed, and I understand why you've given up. Because the system that tells you they got this stuff in place that you can use, when you get to the top and you find out where the money's going, then you know it was an impossible fight for you. But I carried that. I fought back every step of the way. Not by my grace, but because God put it in me and told me how to strike down my enemies by warning me ahead of time. Let no weapon form against me prosper. I had on my armor, y'all. I had on my armor. And I'm wearing it proudly, and I'm wearing it really, really good right now, because look at me. I don't need nobody to mourn for me or feel bad if I got toes missing or not. I earned this. I earned it with pride. Do you understand the difference? And I will do it again. I will honestly do it again. I've done what my Father asked me to do. Exposing this kind of garbage. We are not what they say we are. And for them to stereotype me like this and say that I'm nasty, filthy, and unsanitary. And they say, and they're laughing at me and saying, we can take this to court and use this against you. And you're going to get thrown out. And you're not going to be able to find another place in housing. That's arrogance, y'all. That's arrogance. That's an attack on me as a Black woman. That you can sit up here and send me some threatening shit like this and label me the N-word. They didn't say it in the letter, but that's their feeling. And that's what my spirit is telling me. They see me as the N-word. Okay. They haven't evolved. They come over here and they made their money and they got their corporation and they got the audacity, the manager, to say on a recording, they're worse on the Blacks than they are the Hispanics. And they don't want your kind in here. All this evidence I got. And it's the politicians that won't penalize these people. So they know that they can say and do anything. And when the court system, they go to court, they're going to throw it out and they're going to rule on their judgment. That's why they got this power to do this. Because the governor and everybody has set it up. So when you write them what they're going to do for justice for Beverly McLeod, This is a movement. I'm asking for this movement. Y'all share this video. It's not about me being viral or anything. This is about helping people and reaching people out there that's going through this, that needs to pay attention. And this could be a United States whole thing of every state that's going through shit like this from the government, especially these Democratic states that we voted for, are allowing their pockets to be greased by turning the other cheek. Massachusetts is doing that. Hey, I don't see why not. They're a racist state anyway, but they're Democrats. I looked it up. The most 10 racist states in the United States. Massachusetts was number 10. Massachusetts is number 10. That's bad. Check out your states, y'all, and find out who's the most racist. So, this is their government. This is not our government. These are their rules. These are not our rules. But when they enforce this kind of abuse on a person, they're actually saying, I can go to court and I can give the worst description of what I assume a Black person lives under, like poverty don't hit nobody else, and say that we got these luxury apartments and she needs to restore it back to the way that it was when she moved in there, because our stove is fucked up, our counters are fucked up, there's old food everywhere, it's just unsanitary. Are these fucking fools? Are they fucking fools? I got the videotapes. I got a homemaker that comes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So what's she saying about my homemaker? That's 3 days cleaning before they even get in my kitchen. What are they trying to say? That the agency is making money illegally because this girl's not doing her job? People don't realize what they do, because these are fucking lawyers and these are fucking supposed to be educated people in real estate. Ain't got fucking common sense. See, I told you common sense is important. I got common sense. As I told you, confirmation and common sense is two powerful things. If you use your common sense, think about this shit. Now she said, whoever wrote this shit up is going to have to go to jail. They're going to have to go to jail. But it's just my one voice. I need y'all's voices to draw attention to this, because this could be a state to state to state to state movement. You can't keep labeling Black people like this and saying that you can use your stereotype and your vision of what you think that we live. And Black people, we don't live like this. But the idea that they can put that on paper and say they're going to use it against you to get you thrown out your home, and you, because of the eviction, you ain't going to be able to rent nowhere if you don't keep your mouth shut. Stop recording, or we're going to do this to you. That's a threat. Whoever's doing this has to go to jail. See, I took it the last time. I'm not taking it no more. I'm filing charges. Everything that they did. That's why the cop asked me, what are you charging them with? And that's why I gave them that list. She said, well, detective's going to call you in 2 days. I'm going to let y'all know if the detective comes at all. Okay? Because I'm going to record the session with the detective. So I'm asking y'all to go on this journey with me by tuning in. It's not about the ratings. I don't give a fuck about the ratings. Okay? I give a whole hell of a lot about showing y'all and exposing this kind of corruption. And if you want to help me stop this, go after Massachusetts, these governors, these legislators. Let's put them in the news while they're allowing to take money and abuse elderly people, women and fathers with children, just because they moving in this building and they have to, but then for them to take you because you low income, you can't afford $3,000 a month. So they put us in a box, and in that box, we're nasty, we're undesirables, we're filthy, were reckless, were loud. I've never had the police come to my house out of 12 years with any disturbance whatsoever. But for them to sit there and think that they have the privilege to humiliate you and have the boldness to say, I'm going to take this to court and use it so I can get you thrown out in the street. This is a movement, Justice for Beverly McLeod. So I'm calling on all of y'all, spread the word. Because this is a movement that has got to stop. And this is a movement that has to put these people out of business for collecting government money and using that authority to abuse the people that's funding them. I looked up the owners. These motherfuckers got billions from state money. And it doesn't matter what color you are, because if you're poor white, you're going through the same shit I'm going through. And because you got any kind of background, well, you can't get in here anyway, because they do that, whatever you call it. So people can't get into a building like me if they have, what do you call it? They do that reference check or whatever. Ain't nothing in mine that they can fucking use against me. So I'm in here. Background checks. Yeah, background checks. Okay. Phew, I couldn't get it out. Hi, thank you for joining me. Hi, Frederick Walker. Hey, King Jabu, how are you? I'm skipping a little bit, but hey, y'all, thank you. I mean, this is a blessing to know that I'm trying to do and answer prayers that's gone up like mine. I've stood in the midst of it. I've carried it. I've been burdened with it. But I took that fucking load off my back and I put it in my Father's hands. And I'm telling you, I'm relaxing. I'm sitting here cruising, and enjoying the affliction that I've been under. Because I'm going to wear this fucking foot well. You know what I mean? There's nothing else they can take from me. There's nothing else they can do to me. And whatever weapon that's going to come on me is going to fall back on them. And here's an important thing that I read. And I got this message from Denzel Washington. This man is so spiritual. When I asked God to let me know why me, it was explained to me. And all the agony and all the whining I did, why people were withdrawing from me and, coming back on me, saying things that I should let it go. It's because they can't admire. It's hard for them to admire the strength that I have to keep on going. Because they lack that strength within themselves, which is okay. If you don't have that, then you don't have that. That's not for you. You got other strengths and blessings somewhere else. That's the one you need to focus on. There are people that are doing this, focus on that, but you have to encourage people. You have to let them know that the fight is not just theirs. I'm looking for justice, not just for me, but for everybody else they've done this to. See, there's people here that's been done this, don't even realize what they've done. Can now join in and make the state responsible for making their lives miserable. I'm just the voice. And I've collected the evidence. God has given me this power. God has given me this power. And I accept it wholeheartedly. Just smack down my enemies. Now he had prepared me a table for me to confront them and let them be judged. Look what the position God put me in. Y'all see the position God put me in? Glory to God. Y'all got to learn and remember how to thank him. Even for it's the simplest thing. Because he's showing you love. Accept that love by saying thank you. Well, look at you. You did this for me, God. Oh my God. You so wonderful. Don't take nothing. It don't cost nothing. but it will enlighten your spirit so much with joy that somebody's looking out for you, because he even taking care of the littlest things that you need. Thank him for it. Thank him. If y'all like this, send me some likes. And I'm asking y'all to join this movement with me to stop this abuse of stereotyping. It's just like the police department. They think every black person is a criminal or drug dealer or something like that. And for an agency that is getting money from the state, and you're black and you move into an apartment like this, I don't give a fuck if you got a good job or not. They're gonna say and go to court if you tell on them. They're gonna give you a warning like they did in 2020. Better keep your mouth shut. See, I have insight. I'm reading what they're saying to me. I know what the words are saying. It's a threat. So that's what I had my police report done up on: a threat, harassment, slander, all of those insults that they put there, because whoever told them that and put this on paper needs to lose their job and needs to be arrested. I didn't fight that way. I did try to, but the detectives never came out and did a report. So like I told them, I said, well, what detective is going to come out and do a report on this? So this is why I need your help. I need you to make these officials, these state officials, draw attention to this kind of abuse. Thank you all for listening and allowing me. This is a movement that needs to pick up. I'm like Rosa Parks. I'm the new Rosa Parks. You're not going to take your housing vouchers and take us to court and throw us out because we speak up for ourselves. Jim Crow is over with, motherfuckers. I'm not going to allow them to use the court system to spread lies on people's files that follow them, and think they got powerful enough to get away with this. This is a movement all around the United States. Thank you all for listening to me live. Y'all strike up an organization. And I want to get on here and TikTok, and I want to go through and scroll through and see y'all talking about this. I got it on YouTube, the paperwork. Y'all can read that nasty letter. Oh, my God. And discuss it. Because when y'all discuss stuff like this, I'll pay attention. And then if there's something in that discussion that can help me move further, it's a blessing to me to find out how we can stop this kind of shit from going on. And all of those people that have gone through shit like this and have lost out because of shit like this, I want to give them hope that somebody was listening and that they now somebody believes in it because they went through the same shit and got no help. Y'all join with me. Spread this out and let's put a stop to Massachusetts putting money over the residents. That's why people on the housing list can't get in the housing and the homeless can't get into a home. It's because they're taking in. I feel for you all, the refugees, and they're building hotels for them because they got donators and special people giving them money to aid the homeless. But they won't do it for the Americans. They're doing it so they can get money from these people that are donating for them. Government, y'all. I need this to be acknowledged because I don't fear them. I've got the protection of God. Okay. I don't fear them. They fear me. That's why they want me to shut my mouth. Be the voice for me as well. Let's corrupt this corruption. Let's tear this fucking business down. Let's tear them down. Let's tear them down. And this will get the message to the rest of them to straighten they fucking act up, because we are human beings. We are not what you say we are when you're not going to use filth to take me in the court and get me out of my home. Y'all, this is serious. This is serious. So help me join this movement. Send messages to the mayor, send messages to the governor, send messages to the Senate. Justice for Beverly McCall. And ask them, if you want to know in that quotation, Why are you allowing this kind of abuse to go on? And who's protecting who? The adult protection agency said, remember, you need protection. But who's going to give it to me? Because the government is wrapped up in getting that 70% income and allowing these motherfuckers to torture you so bad that you could lose a fucking limb behind it. And they don't even fucking give a damn. They just keep on. I mean, it's insane to go to them and have them acknowledge that the pressure and the abuse you're doing to me, I was ready to walk out of here. So they said, give me a chance to treat you like a human being. I'm sorry for what Peabody Properties put you through. And then to turn around and be the monsters that they put in here, they're both liable for my foot. They're both liable for my PTSD and this harassment. This is a corrupt business. Community Builders and Peabody Properties. I don't give a fuck. They're talking about my videos are hurting their business. Yes, because you did the shit. And I know you watch it. So you're going to accept the consequences behind it. I'm a fucking human being. I'm not, they wouldn't do an animal like this. No, they're not going to do this to me. My mother stood too hard in lecturing. You don't let nobody, they do this to you. And I'm honoring my mother by fighting up and standing up. Because this is one of the lectures she installed in me. And I'm honoring my mother. I'm not letting nobody pull this shit on me. Especially if I'm right and I'm in truth. That's my dignity. That's my respect. You think I'm going to let these motherfuckers take it away from me? Oh, no, I would be dishonoring my mother if I did. I am, when I say I'm not the one. And the women in my family, we are good, loving people, but damn, we got some fucked up issues within ourselves. But God is cleaning me. I'm evolving. I was never bad. I was just a whiner. Because I looked at the injustice of what they were doing to me. Nobody could understand it. So they didn't know how to treat it. All they could say is, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. I am so sorry. And I used to tell them, man, I done had enough sorries to last me a lifetime. I'm throwing up sorries. Please, no more sorries. I'm not sorry for anything. And I tell people, please don't be sorry. Look at me. I'm not dwelling over this. God had delivered me from this because I don't look at it as something that they damaged me for, and it's a cause and a reason why I have, and that emotional state and that agony. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. But it doesn't happen overnight. You got to give yourself time. You got to love yourself. You got to start enjoying yourself. So you're your best company. See, when you can't get people to lift your spirit, those are the spirits coming down on you like they were coming down on me too. Shh, just leave it alone. You're going through too much. They're hurting you. But they're going to keep on doing it if you don't stop. Fuck that pain and hurt. That's my bad motherfucking honor. And I'm going to wear it well. I'm wearing it well. I'm wearing it well, y'all. Oppression is fucking gone in me. I'm on a raft. You hear me? I'm on a raft. I want respect. I want dignity. And I want these motherfuckers to know they fucked with the wrong one. You understand me? If they thought I was going to lie down and take this shit and run and be scared because I'm losing my motherfucking resident, give me a fucking bed and a sidewalk and let me go to fucking sleep. You hear me? But I ain't going to let that happen. God ain't going to let that happen. Everything they done to me is going to be restored. It's already been restored. We just got to go through the motion of the potion to get to it. Victory is mine, y'all. help me celebrate in this victory and pulling these motherfuckers out the closet that's whining because election time is coming. They scrambling now what lies they're going to say to get your attention with the Democrat. But if they can't protect the homeless, the indigenous, the people on assistance, and not to include mostly, they're doing this to disabled people. Where is Massachusetts hard? This is a democratic state. Will y'all help draw attention to this kind of abuse that's going on and ask these politicians why they're accepting money over people's dignity and respect? I got the courage to take this to the end, y'all. This is not my fight. This is not my fight. But I'm asking you all to join because there's other people out here that ain't standing the way I'm standing, that is agony and scared right now because these people are threatening them with their home, with their livelihood. And they have the power to do this because the court is going along with them. The court is siding with them so they don't have to pay any penalties. And these motherfuckers are asking for a waiver that if anything comes up, that it won't be used against them, so they won't be liable for what they've done to me. Y'all gonna help me fight this, please. This is injustice. I'm gonna make a fool out of them for the fools they are. See, they came against the wrong person. I'm an indigenous person. I'm an Israelite. I'm a Hebrew. That blood flows through me. That blood flows through me. And by the power of God, you're going to know Peabody Properties and community builders. You messed and fucked around with a child of God. Messed around and fucked with a child of God. Thank you all for joining me. Ooh, y'all feel this power and strength I got in me. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I want you to get it. Y'all got to get this shit. I'm no more whiner. I've been released. That bitch is gone, man. That bitch ain't whining no fucking more. That bitch is on a war path. Do you hear me? I'm at war.
Hello,
A
Moto.
suspected spam call. Okay. I've been holding that phone so bad. Oh, I still got TikTok on here. I am so sorry, TikTok. Oh my God. Let me get out of this call. Oh my God. I ended my session with TikTok. Oh, there you go. Unable to go live. Okay. Oh my God, I had 667 people watching that at one time. And I just did one and there was 400 and something people. So that's 1,000 people. This is a movement, y'all. This is my congratulations. Let's see if I can see that on TikTok. The amount of viewers that I just viewed. Going to the live center. But the message was put out there. Hi, Nova, a.k.a. Beverly McLeod. Easy Beasy is live. Watch. All right, I'm going to go follow somebody and watch somebody right now. But we're all in this fight together. Write to these motherfuckers in office and put them out. We're going to put all them offices they're sitting in and hide them behind. We're going to get the news to pay attention to this because y'all's messages to them, rescue Beverly, justice for Beverly McLeod. See ya. Love ya. And I'm there for you. I'm there for you.